Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about Secrets of Sulphur Spring Season 2, Episode 8, Time is Not on Our Side. So 3 weeks have passed by since Episode 7, and Griffin and Harper haven't really been hanging out no more, or talk for that matter. They're still weirded out by the almost kiss, something he does not want to talk about. Harper wants to talk about it, but he doesn't. And so she tells him, maybe it was just stress, People do strange things when they're stressed out. So then all of a sudden, Mrs. Baker, the old lady, showed up at the hotel. And then she grabs Griffin by the arm and she says, "Don't go forward." Her caretaker comes to take her back to the nursing home. He thinks she knows about time travel. Harper doesn't want to believe it, but they go to find her at the nursing home because they want to find out what she knows. And so the lady who works there doesn't want them to talk to her because visiting hours are over. They sneak in anyway, you know how they are. And yes, my theory is right. Mrs. Baker, because they never said her name, the way she keeps looking is old Savannah. Yes, she's about 70 something years old. But now she married, changed her last name, but her mind has deteriorated. She has some form of either like Alzheimer's or dementia or something, but she is not clearly there in the head no more. How they determine who she is because when the lady was going to escort them out, she called them Harry and Hermione from the Harry Potter series. Remember season 1? That's who they said their names were when they kept traveling back in time. So, yes, that is her. I'm like, oh my God, because I've been wondering, where is she at in the future? You know what I'm saying? And now this explains it. But then, so this is the thing. In 1960s, we get a scene, and Savannah is really upset because Sam has not come back. 3 weeks has passed. He said after those weeks, destroy the machine. She has not done that yet. So she's still contemplating on what she's going to do. So then we get a scene with Griffin and Harper talking about, how they're going to change when they get older, where they recognize each other, where they see each other on the streets, something like that. Now, when it comes to the spring, something strange is going on. Jennifer, when she was out there, she noticed it's starting to bubble up and turn yellow, and it has a very foul odor. What happened in the future? That's the only thing I can think of. Sam did something. So, what exactly did he do? So, I wanted to point something out, this promo picture for the show. As you can see, the entire main cast is there, especially New Topher. I am so happy to see this picture. Why? Because let's look at the other picture from season 1. Notice 2 people missing? That's right, Jennifer and Topher were missing in the season 1 promo picture. I never understood that. That always bothered me because even though Topher didn't have much to do in season 1, both Jennifers, old and young, or adult and younger one, kid version, had a lot to do in season 1. And I was always weirded out by that, why Disney will leave the 2 black people out of the promo picture. Now, of course, the Harper actress is in there because she's part of the actual main cast and stuff. But then it was kind of weird because then they showed the twins and they're only like, for the most part, like recurring and stuff like that. Now, the Jennifer actress was a recurring actress in season 1, but got bumped up to main in the second. But still, it was kind of disappointing to see Disney not have the entire cast take the picture and only just like, the white cast and the one black actress who's like the main part. So I'm glad Disney improved on that with the second photo in the second season. So when it comes to the twins and Topher, they want to try to make everybody believe that the hotel is still haunted because they saw the reviews online and people still talking about, oh, how it's haunted, this and that. I'm not sure they're doing it to scare people away or just to bring people there. But so they start rigging the house with all this like goopy stuff and make the lights turn off and stuff like that. So then during the party, as they're pretending that the place is haunted, Zoe, the twin girl, she sees Savannah at the party, the open house party and stuff. So Harper and Griffin overhear that, and they don't understand why in the world would Savannah go to the year 2020 where she can be exposed and all this other stuff. But then, as they're searching for her, Harper has that vision again of the fire, but it's different. She can see more this time. It's Griffin. He's in the house. She tells him, he thinks that, maybe her vision could be wrong, something like that. Oh, no, no. She thinks the vision could be wrong. He's not here to find out. He wants to find Savannah, get into like whatever time zone they have to, and like fix stuff. They find her in Griffin's room. She tells him about older Sam and how he went to the future and never came back, and that she's supposed to destroy the radio. Griffin tells her she needs to get back to 1960 because if she don't, she might be stuck because the crystal is cracking more and more. So he distracts the twins while they try to get her back into the bunker and get back on through time. But then all the shenanigans happen. People are walking around. She has a Mardi Gras mask on because they have a Mardi Gras theme because they're on Louisiana. She almost runs into the twins and Topher. Then she runs into Ben, older Ben, but she has the mask on. She turns her head like to hide and everything. And so he's talking to her, but she's not really trying to say nothing, but then she just says something and leave. He recognizes her voice and everything. She almost runs into Jennifer. So it's a couple of close calls, but she managed to get down in the bunker with Harper. And so all of a sudden, some weird stuff is going on in the house. There's a leak again. They go to room 205. They can't get inside. And all of a sudden, water and mist and everything's coming from the door into this mucky, muddy, tar type stuff is dripping, oozing down from the door. They are all freaking out. Jennifer, the twins, Topher, and Griffin's mom. So now they're trying to get Savannah back into like the past, but then we see the crystal completely shatter, right? And it's like, holy crap, she's now stuck in 2020 and everything. What's gonna happen? Because her older self is in 2020 with some type of dementia type stuff. So when they go down there, they can't find Griffin, but they see the dials have been turned to 2024. He went forward in time and everything, by himself. And so, like, Savannah is upset because she's all like, she has to get back to 1930 because that's where her family is. And she finally has a family again, and she doesn't want to leave her family. So she's upset, but then they hear footsteps. She hides, and then Harper gets caught by Ben because he saw the pieces of glass shatter at by the mirror, and then he saw something like the bunker door. So he just goes through there. He's asking Harper straight up, why is she in this room and what is all this stuff? He had no idea the room was even there. But then it cuts to the future, 2024. We see Griffin. He's running through the field. The hotel is on fire on the second floor. He tries to run to the hotel to get inside because he's afraid his family's dying in there. But he gets grabbed from behind by older Sam, telling him the hotel is empty and it has been for a long time, and that he shouldn't go in there. Why? Because Sam tells him something demonic took over room 205. What was that demonic presence? Don't know. It ends on a cliffhanger. When the rest of the episode is going to air? Don't know. Because so far only the first 8 are there. I don't know if they're dropping all of them in like one night or they're doing it weekly. So probably by Friday, I should know if episode 9 is going to come. My God, it got spine tingling, you know what I'm saying? Granted, this series is not as great as So Weird, but ooh, it is a nice predecessor to it. Like, I still like the idea of the whole mystery surrounding the girl missing in season 1, but it didn't really pay off when we found out she just traveled through time. It's just like, oh, okay, we kind of figured that once the whole time travel thing happened. But this season just going in one direction after another with the spookiness and the ghostness and the scientific stuff. And it's like, where are they going with this show? Hopefully they won't put too much into this, because if they do, they can ruin the narrative. If they keep it somewhat simple but engaging, then it should play out very nicely and everything. This show is just interesting. I wonder, do kids even watch this show? I know adults do. And that's funny how like a lot of these kids shows now they like Just Add Magic and stuff like that. Kids aren't watching that. Adults are watching that. And so it's getting very, very more interesting. Now the whole family is slowly learning about this whole time travel, the bunker, and like all this other like cool, weird stuff, you know? I'm very shocked they went in that direction in the second season, but they had to up the ante because like I said before, the first season was interesting with the whole ooh, a girl went missing out of nowhere, right? And who did it? Until oh, it's like, oh, she just traveled through time, nothing bad happened to her. So they had to like up their ante and stuff. But I don't know if putting a demonic whatever like in that room is the way to go because they don't want to stretch it too much and go too hokey, you know what I'm saying? Because then you're gonna start losing your premise and everything. I mean, they already started the hokiness with her having visions, which made no sense because it didn't happen in the first season. And it's kind of like if they get a third season, is the vision going to keep on happening? What direction are they going to go into now? Because the first half of this season was about a ghost. Now the second half apparently about some kind of demonic possession type thing and time traveling to the future. Also, if you're going to go into the future, man, you go far into the future, like the year 3041 or something like that, not the year 2024. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.